Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to the third and final round between myself and the YouTuber Rubber Duck of War. Guys, don't forget, I just remembered I didn't mention in the last video, link in the description below to his channel. Do check him out, definitely worth a watch. And he's currently winning 2-0, so this is all about honour. So I'm bringing out the big guns. Fine, whatever. I will be playing as the Vampire Coast using the Count on a Colossus. Well, he will be playing as the Nagaroth because he wanted to really taunt me, and he's playing as the Shadow King. Anyway, before we get distracted of his army, because it's puny elves, we have 4 units of zombie pirate gunnery mobs. We then have 2 Canner Age. Behind that, we have 2 units of just zombie pirate deckhands mob, and 3 units of the deckhands mob with poleaxes. And of course we've got the Count as well. But we do have this giant yellow blob over here. What could this be? It is like the biggest Mongols thing you've ever seen. So we have 3 units of Mongol hunters. One of them being the Night Terrors, which is the Regiment of Renown. And they're being led by a Mongol hunter, which is just terrifying. And they're hidden in the woods here. And this is a Rubber Duck's army. So he's got 4 units of spearmen in a very good defensive formation, which is good that he does, to be honest. And then he's got 3 units of the Northern Sea Guard, all with shields. This force, part of the force anyway. Look, he is just rubbing it in, isn't he? Because he's got a Mage of Shadows. Alright, Rubber Duck, I get it. He's also got a, apparently a lovely sea view. No, over here. There we go. He has got a Sun Dragon. Again, I think he's going to show me how dragons should actually be used. But, you know, we all know Wood Elf dragons are nerfed. That's obvious. We got some Lyrian Reavers hiding in the back there. That notification is really important. I'll explain why in a moment. So we got Alif Anar. We also have 2 Shadow Warriors. One being the Grey Regiment of Renown. And then hidden right back, you can't even see it on the map, because it's underneath the pointer. We got 2 more Illyrian Reavers, and what's fantastic is these guys don't actually get involved to near the end. He doesn't just throw everything in or panic or anything. He just goes for it. Unlike me, who's been spotted, so I decide just to throw everything in. It's like, you know what? Everything here's got anti-large. It doesn't matter what I attack. Let's throw him off. So we're just going to charge everything into this flank of spearmen, and as you can see, Rubber Duck has not noticed that I'm here yet. He still hasn't noticed I'm there. So we're having a great time. He's just marching forward. I do have the cannons trying to fire at Alif Anar, or the Shadow King, that would be easier for me to say. But we are hitting some of the greys. Well, there you go. He's finally noticed I'm there, and look at all the shots coming in. But unfortunately, yeah, I'm all large, he's anti-large. I do try and pull away, but I realise there's no escaping this. There's nothing we can do about this. On this side, we do have the archers are taking on my zombies. At the current, I just had oh, he's taken. Hang on, did you guys take out your own cannon? What are you doing? They are okay. Anyway, so I'll start moving the handgunners over there to try and deal with that. The cannons are now dealing with over there. I should really... There's a beautiful fire breath coming down. But I've now got the cannons got to start firing at the Sun Dragon. Look at this, though. I mean, these are brave spearmen, aren't they? Running in. What's that? Is that the Chirinora? Yeah, so their speed's lowered. But we've already killed quite a few, and this was meant to be just a little diversionary flanking tactic. It's now became the main engagement of the battle, and they're actually spearmen terrified away and running away. So we're slowly cutting through quite a lot of them. And these archers are going to be a pain though, but while they're shooting at these guys, they're not shooting at my zombies over here. No, that's the job of these guys, who are getting absolutely shredded. Not doing a good job here. And again, the Reavers, he's waited to the right moment. The Shadow King has fallen back. These guys can do all the work for now. As you can see, they've pretty much decimated this unit. I'm trying to move more handgunners and the Count over there to deal with that. We do now have rampaging you know, Night Terrors, because that's always good. Got a group here breaking as well, but... By the way, numbers was in my favour by a couple of hundred. I'm not sure if I got the cannons firing at them. This would have been a beautiful target for at least one of the cannons to fire at, because they're all in a nice lay. But we've got a lot of spearmen starting to break and run now. And we got the Mongol Hunter. Does he have anti-darts? No, it's anti-infantry. But he is smashing that dragon up a fin, that's for sure. But the archers are doing a good job. And the spearmen that are breaking, Rubber Duck is keeping them out the way. Mainly because he hasn't realised they've rallied yet. But a unit's just been wiped out over there. We're just shooting at each other over there. Oh, there's a clone of the Shadow King. But look, this, what was maybe just a little diversionary tactic, maybe caused problems, is actually wiping out all his spearmen. Which is just silly. I mean, the cost it's taken us to kill those few spearmen is not worth. But look, I now try and get into the Sea Guard. But the problem is the Sea Guard are spearmen as well. They've got anti-large, so there's not much we can do about that. The dragon, though, is trying to get out of there. He's got just under 2,000 health, but don't forget, oh, there's another beautiful fire attack there, cooking what's left of the hunters. Spearmen, I think, are starting to break and shatter. Over there, I believe we got, oh, Winter Death, which completely missed his target. Well done, Shadow. Well done. Oh, that was a nice hit on the Colossus as well. The dragon's taking a few hits now. But as you can see, it's just the Night Terrors and the main guy himself. And it's like, there's nothing I can do. They've got bows and arrows. They're just going to shoot us. We might as well just keep them in there. I think he's, yeah, he crumbles. So that's another unit wiped out. So now it's just the main guy. But while this is happening, the dragon's just sat there. The 500 health. There's shooting going on. No one's really worried about that. He takes another hit. 200 health. This is when Rubber Duck realises, you fool, what are you doing? He tries to get the dragon out of range. He then breaks. The tower being caused over. And with this finisher, boom. A bottle of rum for whoever fired that cannon. That was a fantastic shot. But this threat has now been contained and dealt with by Rubber Duck. That was a good chunk of my money and supply chucked into there and now dealt with. The mage is now moving across over here. We've tried to get the handgunners to move in. We've got some deckhand mobs coming in. And this is when the first unit of the even Reavers come in, trying to protect the archers as much as possible. I mean, they're pretty much out of ammunition. Well, we're full of ammunition and doing, oh, so much damage. We're starting to do some serious damage. But while we weren't paying attention, the Colossus, the Count, has taken a lot of damage over here. I'm now moving all my infantry. It's like, well, he's got that there. The cannons are fine. Move everything up. No, they're not Shadow. They're really not Shadow. But, we need to just send everything in. So this is when he starts doing his fancy skirmish play. But at least a lot of his arrows have been wasted on the Mongol hunters. And now the cannons are firing over there. He's trying to heal himself as much as possible. Move the infantry over there so they can support. The mage is getting in there. And yeah, now they don't have anything. Oh, but do we have a bit of pendulum coming down here? Look at the damage this does. Boom. Unit gone. Unit gone. That was it. These guys, oh, okay, we'll just leave. So in there, just disintegrated. And the Grey's now charging. And I'm suddenly like, right, okay, I've not got an army left. There is... I mean, these guys have ran out of ammunition now, which is nice. But I no longer have any ranged units apart from the cannons. And the Leaving Reavers are now coming in. I'm trying to get the cannons to get as many kills on these units as we can. The Spearmen are absolutely knackered, though. It is just the 2 units of Sea Guard here. So my figure is if we could get the cannons to fire on them and get this army to follow there, we might be able to just overpower them. This is before I realise that my counts are in position and the cannons are about to get smashed by cavalry. Yeah, it goes as well as expected, to be honest. Do have a bombardment going down on the Sea Guard, which are pretty much at full health. But I'm making a mistake here. I'm committing everything against these, which is what he wants. Because now the Sea Guard can just fire at everything they've got. No problems. There goes the cannons. We're trying to get the Poarms guys in, but they're not going to last long. The Count comes in to try, and to be fair, I should have just abandoned it. The cannons are gone. They've used about half the ammunition, but they're not going to do much. The Count now is finding himself completely surrounded by cavalry, and the Rubber Duck sees this, and he moves in his other cavalry to try and get the Count. He's not got high health, and now all these Sea Guard are picking this unit up. Top bit. The main guardsman over here, I'm firing up against Shadow Warriors. He doesn't care for them. he can just sacrifice them to keep them distracted. Over here, though, the Count now being charged by those so-called weakened spearmen, absolutely smashing through the Count. He's trying to take him out. Over here, the polearms have been completely taken out of position and slaughtered. And over here, yes, we are overrunning the Shadow Warriors, but that's because my entire army is charging one unit. That is not good. Once again, like the first one, I'm kind of just trying to charge in as many units as I can to as many targets. Just do as much damage as I can, really. Just the amount of firepower coming in. And I look at this, it's like, there's no way I'm getting out of this. None whatsoever. I mean, he's got 2,000 health left, but I just seem to have a thing of morale where I don't have any, ever. I don't know if you guys have noticed that in my games, but I swear I get a debuff on leadership. It's just a thing, okay? Apparently he's rallying, which is good to know. The poems over here, this is what I mean, in a straight-up engagement, I would win. But Robert Duck knows that. And look at this, guys. I've got 4 units going on one guy. Forget him. Go for this. You would wipe it out. But I don't. And the problem is the Colossus is now crumbling, guys. He is losing it. They've only 1,000 health and dropping rapidly. Yep, losing ground. Everything's going to start crumbling. And that will be a win for a Rubber Duck. That is a 3-0 victory to the Rubber Duck. Down goes the Colossus, and with that, everything else falls, and that is a win for the High Elves and the Shadow King, which, let's be honest, that's the guy we were all supporting and hoping would win. So over here, a massive amount of kills just charged in, but I completely misplayed my main army. Completely just mismicroed it. The cannons did a good job doing the damage that he did and taking on the dragons, but I mean, look, the mage is actually the biggest killer in the High Elves army with 110 kills. That is insane. That was probably partly that pendulum that just slaughtered everything. But yeah, I mean, the dragon was a misplay on the Rubber Duck's part because he just let my cannons shoot at it. But his cavalry play was absolutely fantastic. And again, look, it's all archers he was using. And I just fell apart, really. I didn't know really how to deal with it. And these guys were kind of wasted. What I should have done was keep them back, let the spearmen march up, engage mine, you know, head to head, because he would have believed he had the strength to beat them, and then I come in behind and slaughter everything. If they had the support of my infantry behind the spearmen, we would have slaughtered that main line. Because you saw how many spearmen we killed with just them charging them head on. Can you imagine if it was from, you know, got them from behind while they're fighting another unit? Would have been brilliant. But then again, we would have had a dragon involved, and yeah, yeah. I would love to hear your thoughts, guys. So do comment below what you think of this matchup. Do give Rubber Duck a check out on his channel, link in the description below. And of course, do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more Total War goodness. And yeah, and next week we will have another series against an even bigger YouTuber. Ooh, foreshadowing. Let's wrap it up there. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you for the next one. Till then, guys, take care.